The best gear manufacturers work closely with their clients to make something that people are going to want to use. Most importantly, though, they have to care about the art and the music. And the best designers are the ones that are in the studio with people, watching how people work. My name is Pete Lyman. I am the owner of Infrasonic Mastering here in Nashville, Tennessee. Winning at life is doing what I want to do and surrounding myself with people I love and respect that all have a similar vision. And that's what Infrasonic is all about. I want people here that care about the artistic vision behind that music. I want to make great art. Even when I built my first recording studio, I knew that I really wanted to focus on mastering. I enjoyed taking that project over the finish line. We're not allowed to make mistakes. This is generally going out to the public after it reaches here. I'm just going to show this to you. And I'm not showing it to you to brag about it. There's my stream count. That's wild to think about. It's strange to wake up and kind of be in this place where so many artists trust me with their babies. And I will never take that for granted. It's great when a record wins a Grammy, but I just want to make great art that people get to hear and work on music that moves people and adds positivity to their life. I'm a huge fan of working in the analog realm, and one of the exciting things that we do here at Infrasonic, we're doing traditional analog mastering straight to lacquer. The sound that comes off the playback of a lacquer when you've gone straight from 1/4" or 1/2" tape through the console, you're orchestrating the record live straight to vinyl. And to me, that encapsulates the vinyl sound perfectly in my head. When we're cutting a lacquer from tape, that's a performance that has to go down. We have to get it right. We're all trying to convey some sort of emotion with music. The mastering stage were the last people in line, so I want to do my best to present that piece of art like it was intended. I've had kind of an interesting journey with gear. Every bit of gear here creates inspiration and helps me do my job. My philosophy is I like to use the right tool for the job. Oftentimes that's a combination of digital and analog. I might do a high-end boost on one of my analog EQs, but I might do surgical cuts in the digital domain. If I really want to glue a track together with some compression, then I'm probably going to do that in the analog domain. I mean, for me, the connection to analog gear is the tactical connection. Oftentimes for me, I want to just reach for a knob without sounding like weird and spiritual about it. There's just something about the connection that you make when you're working with analog gear. Oftentimes I feel like that translates to the final product. The voice that guides me is really just instinctual. I sort of think almost in colors. It's very strange. I know almost immediately what I need to do to that song. I move very quickly when I work on a record. I make all my initial moves and notes very quickly because you can't get that moment back. And sometimes you just get caught up in the muck of like, the vocals are a little sibilant, so I'm going to get really tweaky with the de-esser. And all that's cool, and you should do that, but you need to go in and make your first impression and lock that in, and then you can tweak from there. The ProPatch really comes into play because it allows me to do all sorts of stuff that I couldn't do before. Really quick A/B patch comparisons against different pieces of equipment. So I can do a real A/B comparison between these two units. Right now, we've selected this EQ4, and then with the push of a button, I'm on this unit. And I get a real world comparison of both of those pieces of gear in real time. I can go in and create a mult and have it sent to 2 separate converters and then monitor the end result of 2 separate DACs. So for instance here, I have a chain that's going console out into 2 different converters. So I can then route those in my DAW and select different flavors of conversion. I like the ability with the ProPatch to be able to set up alternative chains that might just be slightly different and then be able to A/B them with just the quick click of a mouse. It expands my arsenal of tools in a way where I don't really have to think about it. I can just set up a patch, click on it, and listen to the end results without having to repatch things or change inserts on my mastering console.
Wolff Audio did it right by keeping the electronics out of the circuit and making the audio connections via relays. ProPatch wouldn't be in my mastering chain if it didn't sound the same as straight wire.
For me, getting to know a lot of the people behind this gear and understanding their philosophy has been a really important part of my journey. That's why Paul and Jared, I think, are nailing it with this stuff. Especially meeting someone like Paul Wolff, and you realize that not only do you appreciate the products that they've created, you think about art and music the same way, it inspires me even more. It's really amazing to be able to have that close connection and being able to tell them, hey, I use this product every day. Here's what I like, or here's what I don't like. And then having them actually take this data in and make changes and improvements based on what we say is amazing. We only have one chance at this life, man. It's like, you got to do what you love. Surround yourself with good people. Enjoy life while we can. And that's kind of my whole philosophy. The ProPatch has opened up a whole new world for me. I don't really have to think about it. I can just set up a patch, click on it, and listen to the end results.